From the minds of motivation, sending out positive vibrations. Star supporters, truth soldiers, earth fighters. Deep down in my soul, unite. Alright guys, it's your boy BTN, Break the News Decoder, and we're back with more information. We're decoding information today, and I'm finna explain to you guys how the universe is we're basically small versions of the universe, right? We're basically small versions. Now I know a lot of religious people have heard of Adam and Eve, right? Now, Adam and Eve, Adam is actually the atom in space. You know what I'm saying? They're the same things. Atom, right? Now Adam is the originator of all humanity. That's what the scripture says. But really, Adam is a small, like a small subatomic particle, right? A universal subatomic particle is it's like a cell, but it's not a cell. It's just a small version of life. Atoms are like cells. They form matter. Our body is made of physical matter, right? Just like the universe is full of matter, and matter takes up space. What is your spirit? Your spirit is space. So your spirit takes up space because you are made of matter. Now, let's get deep into it. Adam is also melanated, a melanated being, black. The universe is black, right? And all blackness is condensed sunlight from the sun. The sun is actually a light. It's light. It's a light force, but it's really it's all we are as melanated beings. Are we just condensed sunlight? You know what I'm saying? We're black, but we're condensed sun, condensed solar systems. So now, Adam, it was the first, what they say called the first. He was the first solar system that created, or the original man, the original melanated man that created all beings, right? That's what the story states. Now, although they have to do astrology and stars and constellations and stuff like that. Now let's get into our body composition and how our body represents and it resembles certain parts of the universe, right? You have a galaxy, you have asteroids, you have gravity, you have things like all in the galaxy. You have Milky Way galaxy, you have the stars, you have the planets, you have all these things. And there's more than one galaxy. There's over 1 billion galaxies in this world. So let's explain. Now, when you look at a person, right, and you say, well, I tell you that you're made of the universe, or you come from the universe, right? I really mean you come from the source. Because if you look at your hand, your hand has certain patterns that resemble the galaxies and the star constellations. Your hair, your waves, or your hair patterns on your head, it swirls like this. It has a swirl to, like, how you see somebody's head and they have like their hair is kind of like in a circular motion. It looks like the galaxy. It looks like one of the galaxies in the universe. That's what I mean. We resemble certain parts of the universe, how we look. How else we resemble the universe? We have our organs, our brains. Our organs have certain resemblance of the universe. Our body, our hands is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's 5 fingers. Now what do our fingers look like? Now you take this part, you take my whole outside right here, you will see that my fingers look like crowns. They look like crowns. What does the sun has? The sun has crowns. You know what I'm saying? So your fingers look like sun crowns, like corona. Corona means crown. The sun is a crown. Has a crown. It has those ends that come out of them that shape different ways. Your fingers have those same things, right? Let me get more into it. Your body as well is a star because your body has five triangles on it, right? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have your head, your arm, your other arm, your other leg, and your other leg. That creates a star. You have 5 ligaments on your body. The star has 5 ligaments on its body. So which means we're just little stars. We just stars walking around all day, every day. A star is not what they talk about in the books and the media and the society we live in. A star is not a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? That was just built, that was made to make you think that a star is somebody that's blowing up and they got music going crazy and they got in the industry and they got all these hit records just like that. That's not a star. That's what the Matrix made you believe. Which is the Matrix is just making tricks. They just tricked you into believing that a star is a celebrity that's a person that's getting acknowledged for their fame and glory. But really, you all are stars because you look at your body. Your body has 5 ligaments. And you stand around, you have 5 ligaments. You have your, like I said, you have your leg, your other leg. You have 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head. The star has 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head, which means you are a little student. You're just a mini star walking around, experiencing life. Or life is living you, or you're living life, whatever matters. Now, why is this important? It's important because it shows you who your true creators are, where the source you really come from. You don't come from a source that was, but people make believe, like, you know, the stories and stuff. You gotta look deeper within the stories, guys, because these stories are just poems. You know what I'm saying? It's just poetry. When you read the Bible, it's just poetry. What's a poem? Well, what's poetry? Poetry uses hyperboles, personification. It uses exaggeration. It uses like words that they put certain words together that make no sense. But it does make sense. It just doesn't make sense to your conscious mind. But your subconscious mind knows it makes sense because your subconscious mind speaks in symbols, signs, and poetry. Your subconscious mind speaks in that language. That's why Shakespeare said that the world is a stage, because everything that happens in this world is a stage. It's like it's a script. You know, it's rigged. It's fictitious. It's not real. The reality we live in is not real. It's real as in the sense that you're living, but everything around it is not real. It's an illusion. So that's why Shakespeare was such a great poet, because he understood about subconscious language. If you understand subconscious language, you understand how the world is ran subconsciously, because everything is focused towards your subconscious sleep state, which is your behavior, your psychological behavior, how you interact with people, how you feel, how you act. You know, are you acting like an agent or are you acting like yourself? You know what I'm saying? Those things have to do with subconscious programming. So I don't want to get too further into that, but I'm explaining to you the reason why you don't understand most of the stuff I'm saying is because you're thinking in a conscious level. You're thinking in your present awareness, which is present, what's going on now. You're not thinking about the signs, the symbols, the sounds, the tones, the exaggerations, the metaphors, the similes, the hyperboles, the personifications. You're not thinking of those terminologies, those poetic terminologies when you're thinking of what I'm talking about. You're thinking of consciousness. What are you aware of now? What makes sense? What's logical? You know what I'm saying? Logic is cool. You have to be able to make sense of things. Common sense is cool. But some things you just can't make sense of, because some things make sense without making sense. Some things are just universally making sense without using a mathematical or another way to explain it in a scientific form. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just a creative way of making sense. You can't explain logically how imaginations come into intuition. You can't explain it. It just happens. You know, somebody had the idea in their head and they created something based off of the shit in their head. You can't logically explain why they made it happen or how it happened or where it came from. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call, that's what I'm trying to explain. We can't explain how, like, I can just tell you how we come from the universe and how our body is just little giant universes, little small universe, personal universes and stuff like that. But I can't explain to you, you know, how you think it makes sense. You have to take that upon yourself to make it make sense. Now let's get into it. Let's get more in depth into what I'm talking about. Now I explain our body parts and how our body parts resembles certain parts of planets, certain like the sun and certain things like that. Now I'm finna get into why people call us persons. Why they call you a person. Like I said in my other video, I want to re-evaluate this word so people can understand why they call you a person. Now they call you a person because, like I said, for everybody there's a person, right? Everybody for everybody or every body part or body person you see, they have a soul, they have a son or they have a soul, and they have a spirit, and they have a mind, or they have a mind, soul, and body, right? For every person, per person, there's a mind, soul, and body. So they're a person. Now, when people tell you something, when people tell you not to take things personal, it's a reason why they tell you not to take something personal. Because personal means something that's dear to you, something that's catered towards your emotions, catered towards your desires, catered towards your way of thinking. Now, your way of thinking is personal, which means you have your own sun, your own soul, your own desires, things that you think that you can build based off of your imagination and things that you can see. That's why they call you a person. Why is this important? Because the universe is full of suns. It's more suns you can imagine. The sun in the earth, the solar system in Earth, or the sun on Earth isn't the only sun. You have multiple suns in different galaxies and different alternate universes, shit like that. You have different suns. This is not the only sun in our world. We have multiple suns in different areas in the world, and different planets, and different timelines and shit like that. So understand, guys, that all of us are literally, we all are walking suns. We are all walking universes. Why do you think when people say when they astral project, they see nothing but darkness first, and then they start entering some light or something like that? Or when you die, it's pitch black darkness. It just goes dark, because darkness is the color of the universe. That's the same melanated color of the universe. When you die, everything is dark. It's not like everything is light. You go into the light or whatever. You go into a complete shades of darkness. You're going back into your God state, your spirit. You're going back into your spiral. You're going back into your space. Or you're leaving your spaceship, going right back into your space. That's what you're doing. Now, I don't watch Star Wars, but I always like to say this: we're all stars at war. Understand it. We are all stars at war. Whether you believe it or not, we're all stars at war. Everybody at war with their desires, their feelings, their passions, their perspectives, just like that. Then you have this big ass Darth Vader motherfucker that's taking everybody's solar systems and utilizing it for their agendas. And we all know who them motherfuckers is. And we don't get them motherfuckers light. We're gonna just reference their ass and keep moving. Now, with that being said, guys, I will be dropping some more videos, but thank you guys for watching this video. I just wanted to tell you guys that we are the resemblance, we are the smaller versions of the universe, and that we are the universe. Now, I want to get more in depth with what's going on. Before I leave, I want to talk about one more thing, and that's the star sign. Now, the star sign, right? The star sign, the star, right? The star is 5. It's a 5-pointed star. Now, when you split the head and the arm and the leg on this half, and you split the head, the arm, the leg on that half. So take this half and add that up, and take this half and add that up. So you have on this side, there's 3, right? You have head, arm, leg. On this side, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Head, arm, and leg. So now you add that up. That's 3. That's 3. 3 plus 3. That's 4, 5, 6. 6 is the harmonious frequency, right? That's the love frequency. That equates to the love frequency. So the 6 is right here. So You have a 5-point star, but you also have a 6 within that 5-point star that represents your love energy. Everybody has love energy when you have a solar system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have an expression, creativity, morals, you know, it's like that. But I don't get too deep into that. I just really want to explain, break that little number down to express some more parts of what's going on, because I want to explain to you guys how you have a heart. You have a heart because of your 6th frequency, which is 3, 3, 3 on this side, 3 on that side of the star. Then that adds into a 6, and that 6 is in your heart because you have a harmonious frequency. You have that harmony, and 6 also is a spiral. Like your spirit is a spiral. The 9 is a spiral, just like your spirit is a spiral. So your spirit operates in that love frequency as well when you tap into that love frequency. The shit goes deep. But I don't get too far into all of the information just yet. But I thank you guys for watching this video. And I thank you guys for really tuning in. And you are appreciated. It's your boy BTN. It's Break the News of the Coder. And I'm finna be out. And I love you motherfuckers. And y'all pay attention, because life is what you make it. Remember that. Life is what you fucking make it. Hey, love y'all.